to take a video of how to fix a tumbler that doesn't want to spin. Sometimes they bind up, and when they bind up, what they'll do is they'll reverse, and then what happens is if they keep reversing and just keep flipping back and forth, then what will happen is you'll see epoxy and large bubbles towards the bottom of the cup. I have a gray and steel one that kind of did that. It's not real significant, but it's significant enough that I got to fix my machine. Okay, so this is the one I just fixed. Let me grab another one that's not fixed. Okay, so here's the one that's not fixed yet. Let me take that pole off. Hold on just a sec. Okay, so this is one that has not been repaired yet, okay? So what happens is as she's turning, what she's doing is she's binding up on that pole, okay? And I mean, if I screw it on, you can see how she just kind of sags, okay? This one here doesn't sag as bad, but she does sag. So we're gonna fix the sag part, okay? This is my drill bit. This is gonna be a 3/4 inch. I have a cordless. I think I bought my drill bit. I bought my drill bits and my drill at Harbor Freight because the drill was like, I think I gave like 80 bucks for that drill, but that's one of the cordless ones, so it recharges. Okay, so this is my new cup from last night. Woo woo! She glows in the dark. But this tumbler was the one she was on, and I had to stay up for hours to catch that cup because that cup kept kicking itself off on this tumbler, and I was like, no, not today. Okay, so here's what you need to go buy, unless you already have it at home. This are washers. They're flat washers, number 6s. You're gonna need 8, 4 for each side, okay? These are skate wheels, okay? I don't know if anybody else used to quad skate back growing up as a kid, but it's the roller skates where you used to have 4 wheels. Some of your inline skates have these same bearings. It is a bearing. That's all it is just a bearing, okay? That's all it is a bearing. Now the problem with this bearing is you can see where that hole in the middle of it kind of sits in a little bit further than the bearing itself, than the outside piece, okay? That's bad. So we got to fix that too, okay? Now what I found is, so this here is a 6 3/4, 1.5 inch. They're a nut and bolt combo. This one right here. This is it right here. This is the nut and bolt combo. Okay, so what I found is I took a washer. It's not going to stand for me. And I'm trying to hold this phone at the same time as I do this. So I put a washer inside of it. I don't have one of those phone things where it just holds the phone for me. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I put the washer on. Okay, see ya? The washer's on, and then I put the skate bearing on it. And I picked it up, and I was like, oh, okay, so now I can just put it in the hole that I drilled. No, you're not going to put it in the hole that you drilled. Look at that hole. It's huge. Okay, you have to fix the gap. And I guess I could have gone to a bigger bowl. I chose not to, because this is what I had. And all my other machines, this is the size bolt that it uses, is this 3/4, this 32 seconds. Okay, so I gotta fix the gap. I figured out how. I was like, okay, there's gotta be something that I can put on it, tape, something, anything. This is washi tape. I bought some yesterday when I went to went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. So I bought this pack of washi tape because I have no intentions of doing one of those line cups, but I needed the washi tape. So that I can make a Jack Daniels liquor. I want to make the bottle. I want to make the barrel that they make Jack Daniels in. So I needed black washi tape for that. Okay, so what I did is I took that bolt. I have a whole setup of these, okay? I'm going to take this piece off. I've already got it unscrewed. I'm going to take this piece off. I'm going to just disassemble it real quick. Okay, so I took that washi tape, and look what I did. I filled the gap. See it? Fill the gap. So then when I stand him up, I don't know if he'll stand up or not. but we're gonna put this onto it, okay? And it fits not snug, but pretty snug, okay? There's not a lot of play in it. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take 2 of those washers, because remember what I said, it's inset, the inner piece is thinner than the outer piece, and we need that outer piece to spin freely, okay? Now I'm going to tell you that I drilled my holes the first time. I had to drill them again because she just completely missed the pole, and I thought I had measured it right. I had measured it up against the side of the pole. No, I had to come in. So okay, so now you're going to insert him in. You'll notice that they sit right there close together, just like this, okay? You're going to take another washer, you're going to put it onto the back, just like that. And then you're going to take that little tiny nut that came in the package, because there's 8 bolts and nuts together, okay? Okay, so there he is. So I did 2, okay? Now let's see the finished product. I'm going to take that cup, that heavy, heavy cup, and I'm going to screw him on. It also kind of leveled my cup out. Okay? Okay, so you see my bearings and you see my cup. No more binding, no more reversing, no more destroying epoxy. Now, I was having a problem with cups falling off of my stick. This stick. For some reason, it is this particular foam piece, it wants to dump this cup, so I had to fix the cup. Hold on, I'm looking for it. I'm going to unscrew this puppy off of here again, because I'm going to turn him around the other way. Oh, I see him, he's over there. Okay, I went and got, because this is a 30 ounce, not a 20 ounce, this is a 30 ounce. 30 ounce circumference on the insides is a whole lot bigger than a 20. So a regular pool noodle literally goes into the bottom of the cup instead of the top of the cup. So then what you get is you get this head wobble where the top of your cup just wants to, and it pisses me off, and it gets epoxy on the inside of my cup. Well, I'm a really good epoxier as long as I don't have a wobble. So I don't usually have to use one of the shields or anything, and I usually don't have a lot of cleanup. So this morning I went to Walmart. You better hurry up and get them while you can, because pool season's almost over. And I bought the big star-shaped pool noodle. That is the big one. Okay, that is the big one. Say hi, Harry Potter. I'm a Harry Potter nut. I sit here and turn cups and I watch Harry Potter. So what I did is I cut that piece, and I cut that piece to about right here. Okay, now you kind of got to squeeze him in, but no more cup fall. No more cup fall, no more cup wobble. She doesn't wobble in that stick anymore. So no more cup wobble for me. I'm gonna screw her back on. Yeah, now I can actually do it one-handed and not worry about that cup falling or rearranging itself, because that foam piece, she reaches about that deep from head to mid. So that's a big chunk of foam. I would recommend that you change your foam to the bigger Star foam if you want to stop this wobble crap. I hate wobbling, and I hate it when my tumbler throws my cups off. See, like that one over there, that's one that's ready for decals. I sanded him this morning, but I changed its stick. And if you bought one of these, my husband actually made these for me. So if you bought one of these and you want to fix it, okay, and you want to go to the Star tube. So here's a Star tube. Here's a Star tube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix it. I'm going to cut off about right there. Okay? I'm going to cut him deep. And I'm going to cut him on his points. By cutting him on his points, and because he's got a hollow spot, then I'm just going to be able to pop this apart. And mind you, I'm doing this one-handed because I don't have one of those phone holdy things. Okay. Okay, so there he is. I finished cutting him. Now I'm just going to grab a hold of him and I'm going to pop him apart. Woo woo! Popped him apart. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Woo woo! Okay, I'll put all that behind me. Okay, so now you have that star piece. Oh, it helps if I unzoom the phone. Okay, so there's your star piece. Now these are my good scissors, but they're not my great scissors. If these were my great scissors, I would not be doing this. But they're not my big, they're not my silver fishers. These are my orange handle fishers. They're a little cheaper. Okay, so I'm going to screw him onto there because I've got one hand to do this with. I'm going to take that pair of scissors and I'm going to slice. I'm going to hold that tumbler with my knee. I'm going to slice down that tube because mine are Gorilla Glued. Okay, my star piece, this is all Gorilla Glued. So all I'm going to do is peel him off. Okay. Now I thought about removing all the Gorilla Glue, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it before I have to. So what I did is I took that stick, and all I did was stuffed him. Hold on. I might work it if I... Okay, I'm going to have to just push him on, so hold on. Okay, so there's my new star tube, and she's sitting on my tumbler that still has to be repaired. So this one here still has to be repaired. And I'm going to show you real quick. Let me take that star piece off. Okay, I'm going to show you how to know where to drill those holes because I thought I was going to die when I did those holes. Okay, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to mark him about right there, and I'm going to come up high. Okay, there's the other one. I'm not precise. I don't care. I don't care if they're precise. I just need them so that they sit almost side by side. I can see I got that one over just a little too far. So I can actually tell you that the quickest, fastest way to tell you if you've got them in the right spots, open up your skate wheels, take 2 out. Okay? So basically, what you want to do is when you drill those holes, you want those skate wheels. There's epoxy right there and it's causing it to fall. So I'm going to just set him right there. There we go. So basically you drill them so that they're sitting side by side just like that. So once I got the phone out of my hand, then I can actually put them side by side and hold them in spot, and then I can mark my holes. So that's about right there. So then what I'll do is I'll mark it with a pin because I need those holes to be right there because I need them above the wood. Okay? So, have fun. Be safe. Love bunches.